Hey, I'm back with another video, and this time let's review the NFL offseason so far. So let's start off with the Patriots. So far they've traded for 3 players, and 3 huge players at that. Dwayne Allen from the Colts, who's arguably the best blocking tight end in the NFL right now, which if we have Allen, we'll probably lose Bennett because we're not going to be paying 3 superstar tight ends. We got Brandon Cooks, which was pretty awesome. I'm not sure what's going to happen to either Chris Hogan or Danny Amendola at this point, but one of them's probably going to go. But Brandon Cooks is huge. He's really fast. He's going to be the deep threat of the team. And Coney Ealy, wow. I love that defensive pickup. That felt really nice to have him back. And so those were the 3 big acquisitions. I think the biggest one of all of those was probably Dwayne Allen. I mean, if we're going to get rid of Bennett, we need some Gronk insurance. And no disrespect to Langell, but he's not, proven great so far. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying he hasn't proven himself. So I think Dwayne Allen was huge. And so also with the Patriots, there are 2 players who the NFL is eyeing, and we don't really know what's going to happen. That's Malcolm Butler and Jimmy Garoppolo. So I think Garoppolo's going to get traded. I honestly don't really know what's going to happen to Butler. It's possible that he goes to the Saints because they're debating about that, but I really hope they keep Butler. I mean, he's kind of a core part of the team. Butler's, really helped us out, and, I mean, he kind of won us a Super Bowl, so that feels good, too. And, Romo, I think he's going to go to either the Texans or the Broncos. I've kind of narrowed it down to those 2. I think he's going to go to the Broncos, personally, because the Broncos are a better fit for him offense-wise. They're kind of similar to how the Cowboys... Well, neither team is really that similar to how the Cowboys ran their offense, but I think the Broncos are going to take Romo. But, anything can happen. And Garoppolo, we haven't really heard much from Garoppolo, except for that hacked Instagram post. If you don't know what I'm talking about, search up Garoppolo hacked Instagram post. That was a little scary, but I kind of recovered. So now, let's go to the funniest, most awesome trade of the offseason. Brock Osweiler to the Cleveland Browns. I laughed when I first read that. Brock Osweiler, when he went to the Texans, and after that season, he used a $72 million piece of garbage for the Texans. So, and the Browns are the opposite. He's going to the Browns basically to either sit on the bench or get traded because they have to fulfill a minimum SAP calorie. That's right. The Browns don't pay enough to. The Browns don't have enough good players where they have to pay for a minimum, where they're shooting for the minimum salary cap. And also, Terrell Pryor, he left. I was a little shocked. He went to the Redskins. I thought the Browns would keep him. He was kind of like a franchise. It's part of their franchise. And the next part is the Bucs receiving core. It looks kind of sick for next year. If Vincent Jackson decides to stay, he's a nice complement to Mike Evans. Of course, Mike Evans is turning out to be a superstar. And they recently acquired Deshaun Jackson. Neither Vincent Jackson or Mike Evans are incredibly fast, so Deshaun Jackson will be a nice addition to that. And the Eagles are also buffing up their wide receiver core, like the Bucs. They have Alshon Jeffrey and Torrey Smith, which are 2 solid additions. I mean, both of them are getting kind of old, but I think they can still play ball. And, I mean, obviously, Aguilar and Matthews aren't really going to get the job done. Like, I'm not saying they're bad, but you're going to need a superstar receiver. And I think Jeffrey and Smith can both fill those roles. So as for Romo and Garoppolo, I think one's going to go to the Broncos and one's going to go to the Texans. I think in terms of system, I think Romo would kind of fit better in Houston. One, because he's played with Des Bryant a lot, and I find DeAndre Hopkins to be kind of similar to Des Bryant and how he plays and all of that. So I think Romo's going to go over to Houston and Garoppolo's going to Denver because, like, I don't want to say that they're similar, New England and Denver, but I mean, Garoppolo would fit with the coach there because Garoppolo, when he played on the Patriots, he did the same thing that Trevor Siemian did this year, which was run a pretty good amount but pass when you need to, and with the exception of a couple passes, Siemian's not bad, but Garoppolo I think is better than Siemian. So I think Garoppolo is going to end up going to the Broncos. And that's it for this video. Please consider liking, subscribing. A March Madness video is coming soon, so please stick around for that. And otherwise, yeah, peace out.